All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into my live. All right, so let's just jump right in. I do have a question today, so we're gonna have an overall thematic question for today's reading. So do you exist? Do you mainly exist? Or do you mainly exist in the minds of others? Okay, so it just occurred to me, this is actually a very important question that we're facing in the quantum age. I guess this is the quantum age. Whatever that means, but I haven't studied quantum or anything, but I understand that quantum is it's the difference between existing and existing in the mind of someone else. So I know for me, I exist primarily. So I exist whether or not you are observing me. Okay, do you understand? But what the quantum wants is about observation changing the energy of what is observed. Okay, so basically you watching my video, my live reading, my live energy check-in for this day, Friday, September 26, 2025, somehow changes my reading, okay? This is the question, okay? And, and I just want to emphasize that in the quantum age, it is important that you exist, okay? It's important that you mainly exist and don't mainly exist in the minds of others, okay? Because when you only exist in the minds of others, essentially you become a phantom. I know, this is all circling back to my Dionysus quote, which I love. Okay, but let's go ahead. Let's just jump in and get started. Let's start with tarot. Oh yeah, let's do our prayer. I invited my higher self to be with me for the next 24 hours. I'm inviting your higher self to be here with you too for the next 24 hours. Higher selves, thank you for putting us in front of the people who we need in the next 24 hours, and thank you for putting the people who need us in front of us in the next 24 hours. That includes 3D, 4D, 5D, and social media. All right, so now is the time to put in your special request to the Most High. All right, Most High, thank you for hearing our prayer. Thank you. Thank you for redirecting us if we need redirection. Now I invite the ancestors to be here with us for the next 24 hours. Thank you, ancestors, for being here with us. I invite in any unconditionally loving spirit guides that want to be here with us in the next 24 hours. And I invite in our guardian angels to be here with us in the next 24 hours. Guardian angels, thank you for keeping us safe, healthy, and sane for the next 24. All right, so let's just jump right in. So let's start with the tarot. I'm being called to really focus on the image. So I'm a book person. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a reader. I read words, and that's what really helps me to... It's almost like I have a dialogue when I'm reading. But I'm being called today to really intuitively take in the images rather than the words on the cards. So when it comes to the tarot, I'm always being reminded, I'm reading too much. I'm not allowing the images to soak in. It's kind of I'm missing the forest for the trees type of thing. So let's see, what's the overall theme for today? This 24-hour period. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is the same card that came up yesterday. So again, stability. This card just emphasizes stability. It emphasizes the necessary energy to have a stable core, to be firmly rooted in who you are and what you are, to exist very much, to very much exist in the world. Okay, we have the Page of Cups is coming up twice, so there's someone in your life who wants to flirt with you, who wants to have a playful romance. Oh, and then we have the Page of Scepters coming up too. Okay, that's cute. We have these Look at these two cute pages. This is the Shakespearean tarot, but okay, so you may have multiple people who want to flirt with you right now. Who want to like who are like sending out, some people flirt in different ways. Some people are shy, right? Some people are very shy and they get all nervous and quiet. And, other people are more like, I don't know. They're more, I don't know. What am I like? I'm definitely like, when I have a crush on someone, I definitely, well, okay, so I'm just kind of like, people think I'm like a real weirdo, which is okay. Like, once people get to know me, they're like, you're not as weird as you come off. It's like, you're actually not that weird. And, I think a lot of that just has to do with, it's taking me, I'm almost 40 now, I'm 38 years old, but it's taken me, like, until now to realize, like, okay, well, I do have red hair, and sometimes that, when you're different, when you have like a physical attribute that makes you different, sometimes people, I don't know, people do, like, human beings, yes, as complex and sophisticated as we are, we're still kind of like, we can fall into tribalism really easily, which I mean, like, tribalism in, like, the negative source of that word, like, or like, oh, you're different, so we need to make fun of you and scapegoat you. So people can fall into that. So it's just a reminder, like, don't fall into that, okay? But I would say, like, I am if I have a crush on you, I don't know. I think I'm just a weird mixture, I don't know. I can't even think. Okay, anyone who I've ever had a crush on, if you're listening now, what am I like? All right, so we have the Page of Cups who came up on the bottom. So this is just, all right, you definitely have, like, a suitor. You have someone who has a crush on you who wants to, like, flirt with you, okay? That's a major theme of today, all right? Just, like, this crush wants, you have sort of achieved a level of stability in your life, and you exist. You exist, and you do have admirers, secret or maybe not so secret, who are watching and observing you, and they want to flirt with you. It is Friday. It's Friday night, so you have people who want to flirt with you and get to know you. That's a theme. That's a theme here. I like this Page of Cups. He's like pouring himself a glass of wine, and he's looking at the camera. He's not looking at the glass. So remember, like, when people have a crush on you, like, they can act a little silly. Okay, they can act silly, and it makes people he's not focused on what he's doing. He's not focused on pouring the perfect glass of wine. He's focused on looking at you and giving you a big smile. So, maybe that's just, if you've had a really serious week, maybe it's just a sign, like, you can loosen up this Friday, have a little fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but don't do anything stupid. That's what I tell people. Don't do anything stupid, but it's okay to have a little fun. All right? It's okay to have a little fun and flirt and be playful. Okay? So here we have, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles reversed is not a good card. Sorry, I'm just taking... We have grape leaves on here. Just be careful, okay? And I feel like that's just a warning. Be careful. Like, if you're pouring yourself a glass of wine right now, maybe don't. Maybe stay sober tonight, okay? Maybe stay sober. Try not to get drunk off of whatever it is intoxicating you right now. It could be your crush, love can be very intoxicating. It could be a substance, it could be alcohol. Just be careful, okay? Because yes, you do have a stable foundation on which to fall back, but the Nine of Pentacles reverse, it just warns of like just exercise your restraint, okay? Exercise your restraint, okay? Don't take it too far, all right? It's okay to flirt and have fun, but, you don't want to wake up, tomorrow morning in somewhere you have no idea where you are and, you've lost your phone and your wallet, okay? So just be careful. Don't party too hard. Exercise restraint. Exercise restraint. Okay, and to finalize this message, this overall theme for this Friday, this next 24-hour period. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay, we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so, this has actually been so what the 10 of Pentacles means to me, so the 10 of Pentacles represents, your material inheritance this life. So, and the way I think of material inheritance is, what is yours will not pass you, okay? What is meant for you will wind up being yours. No one can take away what is yours, okay? So, what is yours to have in this life, you will have it, okay? It's just a reminder, don't bang on, closed doors. Don't, don't chain yourselves to things that the universe is trying to take away, okay? Because what is meant for you will not pass you. And that may just be sort of the faith you need. Today is, the overall theme is a theme of surrender, okay? What is meant for you will not pass you, okay? What is meant for you will not pass you by, okay? Cheers to that. Okay. Alright, so what is the animal spirit? What is the animal spirit theme of this day? What is the animal spirit theme of this day? It could also be because we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed and then we have the 10 of Pentacles, so we are meant to step into our divine inheritance today, all right? So don't hang on to what the universe is taking away, all right? What is meant for you will not pass you. This is a very strong theme today, okay? What is meant for you will not pass you by, all right? And just because something feels uncomfortable and awkward, that doesn't mean it's not for you, okay? Make all the awkwardness and the discomfort, make it sacred, okay? Because those are sacred parts of lives too. We're not meant to, we're here on earth to expand and grow our comfort zones, okay? We're meant to evolve past, live the life that is beyond our wildest dreams, anything you get too comfortable in will, I know for me, I am allowed, zero comfort in this life. Here we have the starfish. So the starfish speaks to star power. I'll read from the book, but just so you can get an overall idea, but, the starfish, refers to, just natural beauty, okay? Star power. I know for me, I have a lot of star power. And so, basically I have to say no. I have to say no to a lot of things. If I don't say no, oftentimes the universe will say no for me. That's one of the things I've had to learn is for me in this life, it's more about saying no to things, more about declining offers, okay? Because naturally I attract a lot of offers, but, I'm also, I was okay, so I'm in a very high vibration, and I don't mean that in, a BS, with the BS, no offense, I understand, everyone's got to make a buck, but, what most spiritual people are selling you is a total BS lie that's just in a pretty package. That's this whole high vibration stuff. It's no, it's okay, so I have a very high vibration, so I have to be protected, okay, because my vibration is so high. And it doesn't honestly feel like a blessing a lot of the time, okay? It feels like a curse. But that's why, like, one of the important things I am learning in this life is, like, to decline offers, to say no, okay? Say no to people. Say no to people. So here we have starfish, beautiful, alluring, superficial or shallow, but it is upright. So just know that what you seek is seeking you, okay? You have a lot of beautiful and alluring energy, and you have someone who is really into your beautiful, alluring energy, has a crush on you, okay? Or maybe you're the person with the crush, I don't know. It says the starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with a starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. So, uplifting, artistic, expressive. So, that's what I, like I said, like, get out there, be playful, have fun, flirt, and extend your energy, but know that what is meant for you will not pass you by, okay? And we are stepping into our divine inheritance. We are stepping into our divine inheritance today. So, just stay in your starfish energy, stay alluring, stay beautiful, all right? Attraction, not promotion. There we go. Attraction, not promotion. All right. So let's clarify this divine inheritance. What glimmer of our divine inheritance is coming down to us from heaven today? Yeah. Okay. Oh, beyond words. So I like this. This is a nice card. I'll read from the book. I can't show these cards because these are the Amor et Psyche cards from Los Scarabäos. So, it's Italian. It's the fine, Italy really has produced a lot of fine artists, but social media, it's not okay to, it hasn't really had an artistic awakening yet. So we can't really get into real discussions about art on social media, okay? Because, yeah, I won't even say it, but. So it says, beyond words, the silence is golden. The love story. She didn't need to ask her where to move her hands. She didn't need to okay. So let's just say, their love was timeless, unspoken, and drawn from the great well of silent knowing. Beyond all sight and sound, through their love they found forever. This is a message I've been getting today. So if you do feel like you're in a period of silence where there's just, let's say your crush and you aren't talking, or you're having a argument with your spouse, or whatever, at work you're being given the silent treatment, or you feel like you're being given the silent treatment, just know that silence doesn't necessarily mean anything bad, okay? Silence is actually golden. It's beautiful. Things grow in the silence, okay? So it's kind of like coming back to this question of, the quantum question of, do we, do you mainly exist, or do you mainly exist in the minds of others? Like, both, okay? Silence allows you to mainly exist, okay? And so you can unfold and bloom, and so in that the minds of others can observe you in silence, and that's how you come together, okay? Instead of feeling like the silence is like a black hole or a prison sentence, like, see the silence as just like golden threads that are weaving together, I don't know, a beautiful relationship, or a beautiful job, or whatever it is that you're working on manifesting. Just see the silence as a weaving together of a successful communication, okay? It says, spend some moments in silence today. Whether this is a silent day, an evening, an hour, or 10 minutes, try to avoid making a single sound. When the world is silent, does love still exist? This is like the quantum question I was asking. Perhaps love pierces the veil and finds us on the other side of our senses, still conscious beyond the physical, beyond the noises, beyond the sounds. It says, engage in the classic meditative practice of releasing all inner dialogue and thought. It's like, yeah, you sit and meditate. If a thought comes up, you just pop it like a balloon. Release all sound, release all words, allow your consciousness to flow free. The affirmation says, I find love even in silence. I know where to go to find my love. I slide through time without a sound. I like that. Okay, just to interrupt the silence, just have a little fun. This is going to be a direct message from your special person. You know who your special person is to you, okay? I don't have to tell you. So this will be a direct message from them to you, okay? Sorry, I have a lot of hair, guys. Okay. Okay. So it says, I feel so rich for knowing true love. Oh, I now see how easy it is to create wealth when you know someone like you to love. Well, that's a beautiful message. All right, so what else do we need to be aware of today? This Friday. What's another main energy up in this atmosphere? We're doing an energy check. You know, and I have noticed, like, when times are tough for me, I feel like when times are tough for all of us, like, for me, like, I focus on love, okay? I focus on the love I have in my life. Finally, it's happened for me, you know? And, you know, some of us focus on fear, though. But I'm just saying that if you're someone who focuses on fear when you're in hard times, just try to let go of some of the fear, which is, like, probably manifest as control, and just step into love instead. All right? Because I'm telling you, love will protect you more than fear ever will, okay? And I mean, like, real love. So just know, like, love comes from within out, okay? Love is not something we receive, okay? Love is something that we give, okay? And, like, whether or not you can receive love is directly equivalent to the amount of love you are capable of giving, right? In the end, the love we take is equal to the love we make. That's the Beatles. It's true. Okay. Oh my God, okay. Just know that you're protected, okay? You're protected. We have, see on this queen card, she's holding this apple. You know, this is just a reminder because we are kind of getting, you may have, like, a lot of people who have crushes on you, or a lot of people who want to, I don't know, who are pursuing you, who are watching you. Just don't take the poisoned apple, okay? Do not take the poisoned apple, all right? So, like what I said, like, what is meant for you will not pass you, but also everything that wants you isn't necessarily for you. You know, like I was saying at the end of this, like, for me, a lot of this life, like, I learned how to say no. I learned how to say no to myself. I learned how to say no to quite a few people, and I'm actually fairly good at it. I think that I'm bad at it. So therefore, I, like, put a lot of correction into it, and I've really crafted a skillful way of declining offers and saying no because I feel like I'm bad at it, but therefore I'm good at it. Do you understand? I mean, that's one thing I've had to work on a lot, is, like, giving myself credit, because I don't, I think I'm bad on stuff. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming out again. There's David Bowie, our wonderful, unconditionally loving spirit guide here this week. It's like, your divine inheritance is coming for you. Your divine inheritance is coming for you. So, just so you know, you'll be able to delay your divine inheritance, but you won't be able to, like, decline your divine inheritance. Your divine inheritance is coming to you one way or another, okay? But, and yes, your divine inheritance is, like, it's meant for you, okay? There's this idea of what is meant for you, okay? We don't get to choose everything. There are things like our divine inheritance that are meant for us, okay? And, you know you're in trouble if you're a person who, your entire life is about control. Not only are you robbing yourself of your divine inheritance, but, like, if your life is about control, you're trying to rob other people of their divine inheritance. See, this is where human beings, like, get into a lot of trouble because they meddle in matters which are not theirs to meddle in, okay? So I'm just saying, if your life is about control, then you're robbing yourself of your divine inheritance and you're trying to rob other people of their divine inheritances. And I'm just saying, like, this is when, like, the universe has to step in, okay? And, you know, tsunamis hit, okay? It's important to get into the flow state in your life, okay? All right, social media, keeping tabs. All right, I just think this is just confirmation that, yes, like, people are watching you, people are keeping tabs on you. Some of these people, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe are people that are meant to be in your life, and there are some people who, you know, are meddling in business that they wish was theirs but isn't theirs, type of thing. You know, like, I don't keep tabs really on anyone on social media. I only go on social media because I have something to say, okay? I have something I want to present myself with. I don't stalk or keep tabs of anyone on social media. No. I'm just saying that social media, it's very easy to get involved in things in which are not yours to be involved in. You know, it really is, it's Big Brother, it's a surveillance state. So, like, you know, just, I don't know. If you're in a career in which it's your job to, like, be Big Brother and, like, involve yourself in other people's affairs in which are not meant to be yours, like, you need to pursue your higher calling. Like, even if it's just a hobby, like, you need to understand, like, this is not the purpose of your life, okay? Like, dig deeper, okay? Find out who you are. Investigate yourself. Find out what is for you, rather than, you know, pretending to be the master in someone else's life. Like, that's never what life is about, okay? No one is meant to be a slave. Right. Okay, so the final message, so what's the overall theme? It's an overall theme for this day. September 26, 2025. Remember, awakening. Yeah, that's just it. Remember who you are. Go with the flow. Have an awakening, okay? If you haven't had your awakening yet, today's the day, okay? If you've already had an awakening, you already know what I'm talking about. You're already on board. All right, thank you for being here with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Practice restraint. Be responsible.